Jim, if he's fine and he's fine, we're going to have to continue this matchup.
I tell you what, Jim Fanning needs to shut his damn mouth, first off. But I got to tell you, Mike Z, from personal experience, I have personally done 7 no-rope barbed wire matches. But I got to tell you what, there's an extra added element with those lit-up light bulbs. Because like you said, they've been on for a couple minutes now. As the match progresses, as the match gets longer, they're going to get hotter and hotter, singeing anybody's skin that comes right towards them. And if you notice, Dingo is not wearing a shirt or jeans, my friend. So he's added extra danger to this match, Mike Z. It's going to be intense.
Drake, there's many reasons that I asked you to come out here tonight. Of course, you have issues in the past here with Dingo. As Jim mentioned earlier in the night, you cannot challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship until Dingo loses it. But not only that, you are a veteran of this hardcore atmosphere. You've definitely been in there with a barbed wire. Have you ever been in there with electrified light bulbs?
Sir, I have to tell you, of all the death matches that I've participated in, I've never been in there with actual light bulbs. I've been a victim, unfortunately, of several light tube shots. But light bulbs are, I gotta tell you what, they're thicker. They break out in bigger shards. They will stab you. They will inject into your skin quicker than any other object that you see in wrestling. And I'll tell you what, you have to pardon me because I'm going to be a little bit impartial in this match. Obviously, because me and Dingo have a long storied history, I think that I should be the World Heavyweight Champion times and time again over because of all the battles that I've had with him. It seems like every time I just can't get the upper hand with him. So you know what, I gotta tell you, I'm a little pissed off about that. Right. And you know, I'm very impartial because what better for Ian Rotten to do than win the World Heavyweight title, because he is a multiple time former IWA World Heavyweight Champion. What better way than to come out winning that world title one more time, Mike?
And Drake, of course, you've had so many wars with Ian Rotten, wars with him and wars against him. So you know both of these competitors just as well as anyone else. But did the Dingo that you knew, was he ever a coward like this?
Absolutely
would he
not.
Ever back away from a fight?
The Dingo I knew had that warrior spirit. He wanted to prove that he was the toughest champion around. He wanted to prove that he was one of the toughest men in the locker room. But somewhere along the way, I don't know if it was money, greed, politics, champagne, what the hell it was, his mind got put off in a whole other place that was not in a good place.
And now Dingo has to...
Oh, he's burying his hand!
He has to avoid that electrified light bulb just singeing away at the skin of Ian Rotten, who has taken Dingo down off the vertical base.
You know, I tell you what, from a personal standpoint, if Ian Rotten won this match, Mike Z, theoretically, I could challenge for that #1 contender spot because obviously I can't get one against Dingo, but if Ian won the match, I would love to. Oh my God!
And Ian may win tonight, but he may not survive this matchup with the danger present here tonight.
This match will take years off of both of these men's careers. I tell you what, from the battles I've had with both of these men, it is why I'm like that old Garth Brooks song, much too young to feel this damn old.
And one thing to note too, Drake, is that Dingo has been through some wars, but certainly not as many as Ian Rotten. So the experience in this type of matchup definitely goes in favor of Ian Rotten, but Dingo is younger, and Dingo has this poisoned mind, and he has Jim Fannin on the outside, and he's just unleashed this terrible, vicious streak, and holding that title has been so important to him that he will literally go to any lengths to keep holding on to that belt.
Oh my God, you're absolutely correct, Mike Z. Of course, the experience. Oh, he got him where the sun don't shine. Absolutely, the experience is going to play into the factor of Ian. The experience factor is going to play into the hand of Ian Rotten. Taking nothing away from Dingo, he's a tough son of a bitch. But see, Ian Rotten knows what's going to happen to him. He's been through about every situation that you can go through in hardcore wrestling. So, you know, he knows what's coming, and he's going to bring it to Dingo like there's no tomorrow. I mean, you've seen the Texas Death Match last month. These guys killed each other for 35 minutes. What the hell else can they do to each other?
The damnedest match this crowd here in Bellevue has ever seen, possibly until tonight. And Drake, about a minute ago there, you saw just as well as Dingo did what can happen when you leave an opening for Ian Rotten. And we just heard something on the...
He put a light bulb under his head and he just straight up curb stomped the back of his head.
And not only is there danger in the ring, but just on the outside here, one of the bulbs fell. It's just such a precarious situation with all this weaponry around the ring. You never know what's going to happen. The lights might go out again.
Oh, absolutely.
And what kind of way could that turn the tide of this matchup?
I'll tell you what, to describe this evening, the best I can describe it is chaotic. This has been a chaotic evening here in Bellevue. There's been a lot of blood brewing, a lot of hot things happening. But I tell you what, nothing is crazier than this no-rope barbed wire electrified light bulbs. Look at Ian Rotten digging into his face. Ian wants to be the champ. I tell you, just a couple months ago, I was in the ring with Ian in a no-rope barbed wire with Danny Havoc. I could feel the spirit of Ian Rotten. I swear, he hasn't moved this well since probably 1998. He's feeling it again, man. I'm telling you, he might shock everybody and win the World Heavyweight title once again tonight.
Could be a return to glory tonight for Ian Rotten.
Dingo is a bloody mess, Mike Z. We're less than 5 minutes into this match,
yeah.
Greg. Oh.
Big kick there.
Oh my
Dingo
God!
rose to his feet and cracked a light bulb over the head of Ian Rotten.
Tell you what, man, say what you will about Ian Rotten. He will get dirty if he has to get dirty. He is not afraid to take a cheap shot here or there, man. Tell you what, he's been there, done that, and bought the T-shirt.
That turned the match back in favor of Dingo, risking injury there, grabbing it onto that light bulb. But he needs to stay on the offensive here against Ian Rotten.
Oh, Dingo tried to grab that light bulb, and it backfired against him because of how hot it was.
Just dropping it across Ian's head, slamming it down, breaking another one on
right
Ian's
across
head.
the back of the head. And I tell you what, speaking from experience, once again, any blow to the back of the head is way worse than the front of the head, because in the back of the head, you're messing with your equilibrium, you're messing with your cerebellum, you're messing with your cerebral cortex, you're messing with everything that's important in everyday life. This crowd is behind Ian Rotten 100%.
We talked about it earlier, Drake. This is not the Dingo from a year ago, not even the Dingo from a couple of months ago. Dingo sent back first into the barbed wire, and Ian drop kicks him against it with nowhere to go. The champion in a bad way here against Ian Rotten.
Oh, now they're spilling to the outside. This is where Ian Rotten feels at home, Mike Z.
And not only that, but we have barbed wire boards outside the ring as well.
Absolutely. The barbed wire boards can be devastating. They'll stick right into your flesh, and the wood will rip your skin at the same time. Trust me, folks, it's not a good experience to go through. I think this crowd really wants Ian to win this World Heavyweight title, man. They want to see him do the impossible and shock the wrestling world. Oh, he's trying to dig his face in that barbed wire, but Dingo's smart. He blocks it.
Ian's forehead just being
Come on, Ian!
ground right into the barbed wire.
Like I said, you'll have to forgive me, man. I'm rooting for Ian in this match. I'm definitely not going to be calling this right down the middle.
Dingo setting up more damage, trying to get that barbed wire board propped up.
He's propping it on the chair, man. Oh, he's going to make... This is even worse because you go through the board and you crash straight to the floor. Man,
Big chop
I
there
tell you
by
what,
Dingo.
the speed and agility of Dingo is he might outwit Ian Rotten. I'll give the devil his due, man. He can come out of nowhere with a fiery attack of offense, Mike Z. I mean, he's held on to the world title for over a year now. My great, it's just probably oh my God, what is he's going to take a suplex? He's going to suplex Ian.
Ian fighting it with all his might. And
oh
then
my God,
a
you see
headbutt.
the back of the head of Ian Rotten busted wide open.
Yeah, Ian not only cut on the front, but also in the back of the head. But still delivering that headbutt to the back of Dingo. Now trying to grind his face into the barbed wire. A little receipt from earlier.
I tell you, like I said, going back to giving the devil his due, I would say, I don't know, you might not agree with me, but I would say Dingo has probably had the toughest schedule of any IWA champion in recent memory.
I think that's definitely a debate you would win there, Drake.
Oh my God!
But Dingo returning a headbutt on Ian Rotten. What kind of insanity must you have? Like two bulls colliding, but Dingo is the one standing. Have you ever seen that, Drake?
I'm speechless, Mike. I'm speechless.
Dingo with this vicious streak, the likes of which we've never seen. With Jim Fannin backing him up, then Dingo can certainly have a vicious game plan. Fannin and Ian used to be the best of friends.
Oh my God, they were inseparable.
And now they're on opposite sides of this war. With Fannin leading Dingo on the way. TNA kick there from Ian Rotten, pulling it all out, even on the floor.
I tell you, Ian can land those from anywhere. Speaking from experience, he can land those right to your chest.
It's not just the headbutts from Ian Rotten, or the fists, or the flying chairs, or in this match, light bulbs. But now, sitting down, barroom brawl style, slugging it out with the champ. And Dingo fired a heavy one early on.
I'll be right back, Mike Z. I got to get a look at this.
Drake Younger headed up to get a front row seat. A flurry there by Ian Rotten. The Bellevue faithful cheering on Ian Rotten here tonight as he tries to do what a lot of people, oh my.
I'm sorry, Mike Z. I had to get a close-up look at what was going on
Like
there.
a Samoan drop there to Dingo on the barbed wire board after a big slugfest there between Ian and Dingo, with Ian getting the better of it.
And Dingo's in a world hurt. It could end right here.
Almost right there on the floor. And you may call it the impossible, you may call it a Cinderella story, but as you said, Drake, this could be the night that Ian Rotten gets his 9th IWA World Heavyweight Championship reign.
Man, and you know, I'll tell you what, crashing through, both men crashed through that barbed wire board, that affected both men. Dingo didn't come out on the easy end of that situation by no means.
This 13-month reign just sent the chair sliding across the floor.
Right to the kneecap of Ian Rotten after 18, 19 years of experience in this business. Dingo, don't you be looking at me.
But now he just turned his back on Ian Rotten, and that is a mistake you do not want to make.
That got him right in the funny bone, Mike. Right in the fucking funny bone.
Yeah, do not turn your back on Ian Rotten.
Headbutt to the face. I mean, oh my.
And Drake, even with the lights down, you can see the anger in these two's eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
The determination between these two to walk out as the victor.
Ian's going to choke him to death right here. Choke him out, Ian. Yeah. Come on, Dingo. Come on, Dingo. There you go. Come on, Dingo. You want to give it up?
Ian just wrapping that around the neck of Dingo. Has him here against the ring post, tying it up. And
Jim Fannin hit him with the belt.
Jim Fannin took a cheap shot there on Ian. Ian is just trying to, just waved it off to continue attacking Dingo. That distraction not working. As Ian Rotten determined like no other time.
Oh my God, Ian is hungry like the wolf, brother.
He is ready to take that championship back in his grasp here tonight. We saw the passion in Ryan Phoenix in that ladder match trying to get the World Light Heavyweight Championship. Tonight, with barbed wire around the ring, Ian Rotten attempting to gain hold once again of the World Heavyweight Championship, but Dingo, with his 13-month reign, wants to extend it to 14, 15, 16 months.
All the fans are counting along with Ian Rotten. I'll tell you what, how about the attitude change of Jason Hades earlier? I'm not sure if I'm down with that.
It seems like it's a situation where gold can corrupt these men. Dingo and Jason Hades both used to be loved by our crowds, and then lately the belts have gone to their head.
Absolutely. Oh God, look at Dingo. Who knows what the hell he's got in mind next? May you just hear the crushing sounds of those light bulbs breaking. Oh, he's got his hand. Oh, he's cutting his hand. Put a light bulb right on his hand, then he stomped it. That can hit your veins, that can hit your nerves. Mike Z, that is not a good situation for Ian Rotten. He can lose some tendons right here.
We don't just need bandages, Drake. We may need a surgeon here tonight. But listen to the ovation here as the crowd cheers on Ian in his quest to win the title tonight from Dingo.
Oh, right to the ring post. Man, I tell you what, this Dingo is a son of a bitch, but he knows exactly what he's doing. I don't think you want to do that, Dingo. You don't want to taunt Ian Rotten.
But Ian is going to need more than the support of the crowd tonight, more than all his accolades here in professional wrestling. He is going to need to prove himself once more tonight if he wants to win the title and let alone walk away with his life as Dingo backdropped into the barbed wire.
Oh my God. That was fucking sick, yo. You can tell, look at Ian clutching that hand.
Ian's in pain. He's not one to show his pain.
It looks like he might have gotten lucky. It looks like Dingo didn't strike an artery, but he still could have got tendons and nerves. Man, Ian Rotten's got that fire in his eyes. He's got that hunger. He wants to taste that gold. He wants to prove to Dingo, and he wants to prove to the rest of the locker room that he still has it, that he can still go, that he is absolutely still the king of hardcore wrestling.
Ian just stalking Dingo on the floor there, but Dingo with a kick, trying to create distance between himself and Ian. But still, Ian stalks away and delivers a knee, sending Dingo's head back into the floor.
Knee right to the dome, cuz you know, Mike Z, at this juncture, the fatigue factor is going to be setting in very soon.
We are 15 minutes into this matchup, Drake.
Oh my God. I tell you, 15 minutes of the death match is like a lifetime, folks. Oh, he's got his knee right in that barbed wire!
Slamming the chair down. And you notice how Jim Fannin keeps his distance when Ian's got the upper hand in the matchup.
Jim Fannin's a punk bitch.
An entire ring distance away from the action here. But Ian staying in close contact.
He's a little son of a gun. I tell you what, Jim Fannin can corrupt a man's mind with the instant of a hat, baby.
And yet Dingo continuing to talk trash to Ian.
Does he not know when to stop taunting Ian Rotten? You can even see John Calvin. You can see the emotional vestness of this match. John Calvin is even involved. He doesn't want to see his dad get have his career ended by this Dingo. Oh my God, can we see a sharpshooter on the outside, Mike Z?
Locking it on, Ian Rotten has a submission on the floor.
Beautiful sharpshooter.
And Robbie McCann's right in the face of Dingo to see if he'll give up tonight.
Oh,
but
Jim Fannin.
That distraction there from Fannin.
Damn it, man.
Had Ian break up the hold. Ian's going to have to try to do something else tonight to get the win over Dingo. He's being told, trying to lock it in. The figure four on the floor.
Figure four, baby. Ian Rotten knows how to lock on many submissions. What's Jim Fannin doing? Oh, almost got a 3 count out on the
Almost
floor.
got his shoulders down. Jim whipping away at Ian. John Calvin's
got a spike.
Swinging away, trying to keep this a one-on-one matchup. And we'll see which man at the end of the night walks out with the belt.
Look at the pain in Ian's hand as he threw that punch. Dingo broke that light bulb over Ian's hand earlier. It's going to affect him for the rest of this match and possibly the rest of his career. People don't know how much we need our hands in professional wrestling. But we got to stand up. And John Calvin threw a chair at Dingo.
Stalking John Calvin. But no matter what you say, the distraction there works. And Ian lifting it like a soccer ball.
Yo, Ian's a ninja. Ian is a hardcore ninja, cuz. Stabbing his leg. Pound his fucking ribs, Ian. You want to quit?
This is one of the most brutal matches we've ever seen, Drake.
Ian's hand is affecting him, Mike Z. Oh, God, Dingo's... Oh,
no. Dingo with the mount. Attacking Ian once again. Just grinding it into his head.
He's just stabbing him with those prongs of that light bulb. This crowd is electric at Bellevue.
A roll up.
It's it. Oh. It does not get any closer than
And
that.
Ian graduates into a submission there. A submission clutch on Dingo.
Tap, Dingo, tap! Oh my God, the tension is so thick in this building. Shut up, Jim Fannin. Yeah, I tell you, the pain in Ian's hand, it's affecting him more. He cannot hold that hold in as long as he would have normally been able to. You can tell Dingo, it's definitely affecting him. He's limping.
You're right, Drake. It's definitely playing a factor in this matchup, putting Ian at a big disadvantage.
We still got some barbed wire boards on the outside too, Mike.
Yeah, Dingo has found the second barbed wire board. Set it up here against the ring, but Ian once again stalking the champion on the near side. This match is not over until it is over.
Oh, hi. Oh.
There's a left from Ian.
Right to the dome. How you like that, Dingo? You like that? There you go. Yeah, you like that? Oh.
DDT there on the floor.
It's it.
From Ian.
Covering. Oh. Almost. He almost got it.
A DDT on the floor. Not
Ian
enough
can do it. He can shock the wrestling world. He's going to be the new IWA World Heavyweight Champion. I know it.
Team, my lawyer's on speed dial. I want to see where this is pitfalls count anywhere.
Oh, that could be the deciding factor of this match. He just low-blowed Ian right in the groin. Now he has a testicular claw. Damn it.
No holds barred in this matchup. Old school IWA rules with falls counting anywhere. No matter how Jim Fannin complains about it, if the champion wants to retain, he has to win the matchup. Cracking another light bulb over the head of Ian Rodden. And we're about 21 minutes deep into this matchup, Drake. And still these two are going at it. No man could be put away yet. Grinding it into the cut on Ian Rodden.
That Dingo is a malicious son of a bitch.
With a strand of light bulbs. Electrified light bulbs.
Oh, God.
Dingo with a little headbutt there.
Right to the side of the face.
Continuing to ram away on the challenger. But Ian fighting.
Blocks it. Oh, his hand again. He used the other.
Continuing to fire away with that heated light bulb. Just the impact of those light bulbs can cause so much pain, whether it breaks or not, and that one did break.
Oh, he's burnt. He's burnt bad. He's burnt bad. Dingo just attacked him right in the back of the head.
Drake, I don't know what to make of this match. I really don't.
It's one of the sickest matches I've ever seen in wrestling. Ever.
I mean,
And I tell you what, when a light bulb does not break, that hurts worse. It feels like a concrete slab hitting your head.
and then
Headbutt with the light bulb. What else can they do to each other?
the hard head of Ian Rodden cracking that light bulb on Dingo.
Hey, Mike Z, was that the first time you've ever had a fellow commentator blast an opponent in the dome?
I would say yes.
Right on, I'm glad I could be the first.
But hey, there is a first time for everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
You
man.
gotta live and learn.
Hey, dude,
Have
he
some
comes close to me, I'm defending myself.
Yeah,
I gotta defend you too, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
if
thank
you're not
you
a
very
wrestler,
much.
you're a commissioner.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody busting up on you, man. You're good. You're good to the boys. Good to the boys, man. Good to the boys.
It is not my job to be there in the ring. That is for you guys to do. And
Is this gonna be the front gourd buster?
but Jim Fannin tripping up.
no.
Tripping me up, Ian. A cradle there. Dingo hooked the legs, almost got the pinfall with help from Jim Fannin.
He's got a barbed wire board in that ring too. He's trying to knock Ian down onto it.
And now the yellow dog attacked Jim Fannin from behind. Oh, is Ian Rodden hits a Samoan drop on the barbed wire board.
Dingo is hung up in that barbed wire, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, the champ gets his shoulder up.
Let's go, Ian! Oh, they are going tooth and nail. What's the yellow dog doing? He needs to get the hell out of there, man. He's gonna get hurt.
Oh! Firing away at Dingo. Connects with that knee to the head. Oh! Almost, Drake. Even with
Well,
that...
at least we know that Jim Fannon's not going to be a factor in this match anymore. He's out on the back. It looks like his knee is severely injured.
Even with that surprise attack there from the yellow dog, Dingo stays in this matchup.
Like I said, the devil is due. Dingo is a tough son of a bitch. That's why he's the longest reigning world champion ever. But Ian Rotten is an innovator of this stuff. Ian Rotten is, this could be it. If he hits that Rotten Rush, it's over. But nobody gets up from the Rotten Rush. Big Lariat, no!
He moved. A Death Valley driver on the board. The barbed wire board.
No!
Oh, that's it.
Damn it!
That's the end. And Drake headed up to the table. We don't have enough power to do this, but I mean, the crowd knows, even without an announcement, your winner, still champion, Dingo. Trying to clear out the locker room here tonight to get some help for Ian Rotten. A hell of a matchup. 25 minutes of war between Ian Rotten and Dingo. Sees Dingo retain the title for another day. Dingo defeating Ian Rotten here tonight on the night that the lights went out in Bellevue.
Get him out of here. I'm trying. Give my chance.
Shut your mouth permanently. Don't do it.
Get him out of here, Jim. Get him out of here. I can't. You can get him out of here. Broke my kneecap. Get him out of here.
No, get that fucking microphone from me now.
Listen!
Get it from him right
Listen!
I don't give a
Oh,
shit.
no, no, no,
Get
no,
it
no.
from the microphone.
I'm gonna thank you.
You're gonna thank me. Everyone, fucking
1 second.
Let the man talk.
Give me the microphone.
And this is one of those moments. Listen, just listen, how would you know? Listen, I just want to say that for all these IWA fans, for Ian Rotten, for Mickey Knuckles, I would like to say thank you. I would like for everyone to understand that you have put me where I've been. I would like to say thank you. I would like to say thank you to him, to Mickey, to John Calvin, Ian Rotten, for everything you've done for me and that war we've just been through. I would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
We just complimented him, for God's sake.
But if I did, it would be a bald-faced bullshit lie. I hate each and signed this match, I really thought I had something I haven't had in a long time. And that's that world title. I know I ain't got the greatest physique in the world, but this is the best shape I've been in since I broke into business. 230 pounds, I broke into business. But when you do the stuff that I do, this business ain't very kind to you. Come August 10th, I celebrate 19 years in this business that I love. Almost 2 years ago, people think it was bullshit to try to make money and all this other stuff. I really wanted to call it quits. At that time, I had just a 2-year-old baby. Boy, am I right that he loves this business. I've spent a lot of time away from him, going to Japan, Europe, all the other places I've gotten to go, all the places I've gotten to go over this country. And for this wrestling business, I am eternally grateful for what you have given me. As you can see, with 75 people in the building, it's a little hard to make money. And you know, some of these guys go away with 10, 15 bucks in their pocket, others of them go away with maybe 100. Some of them go away with 40. But see, when I do this, we spend everything that goes in the gate, the concession, and a lot of times, my family, we walk away with nothing. And I ain't saying that to try to hardship you or awe or anything like that. What I'm saying is, James Christopher was brought in this world. The Lord chose to give him a heart problem. And then the Lord chose to give him the greatest doctors in the world to fix him. And I feel I got to be able to do the things at a young age with him that I missed with John Calvin. So I can go out here and I can wrestle around and have fun. But you folks here in Belleville that see my last death match in IWA, I can't do this and not get paid. Can't do this and tomorrow I gotta fucking wrestle in Decatur, Illinois. And the truth of the matter is, without some paying bills and a whole lot of pot, I ain't gonna be able to walk tomorrow. But the whole truth of it,
It's okay. We still love you.
I gotta give Dingo credit. The only thing that disappoints me about him
Asshole.
is he had to make it a year with having Jim Fannin. I think he's an excellent athlete, a great wrestler. He might be the only person besides a necro butcher to ever knock me on my ass in a headbutt battle. So I'll give it to him. I'll give credit where credit's due. But I'll tell you one thing. I want you to answer yourself this, Dingo. And I know you probably left the building, all that good stuff. And I know you'll see this DVD because you're a big mark for yourself. And you'll play it for your family and you'll send it back over to Australia and you'll be like, look, I beat Ian Rotten in a death match. You did. You did it. But I want you to remember this. Your year total reign came at what cost? The integrity that you had with these fans and the rest of the guys in this company. So I'll tell you what. I may not be able to beat you, but I can make the rest of your title reign a living hell. So, champion, here's to you. Enjoy it while you can, motherfucker.